Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Friday, April 29th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And do keep in mind, per usual, this is general for the day for all 12 signs, to just take what resonates. But as well, I want to thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions to this channel if you haven't done so already. We're going to jump right into it and pull an overall focus, or it could be multiple depending on what we get, from the Spellcasting Oracle deck. Let's do some shuffling. Bear with me, just started a new serving job last night. Or yesterday, in general. Anyways, for my beautiful souls for Friday, we have clarity. Okay, so throughout this Friday, do expect a level of clarity to come to be. And they're saying on a multitude of levels, you're going to know more. And I feel like underneath it all, you're being pushed to recognize or to remember the strength that you hold within. Okay, you'll gain clarity on the past, to say the very least, and that will remind you how strong you are and how much you've overcome. Okay, bear with me as I put these in the right spot. And I also feel like you may get some clarity on future travel for oneself, feeling as if excuse me, you're going to be pushed to maintain a level of well-being or to re-implement in one way, shape, or form. Starting new is okay as well, is what they're saying. And we're going to continue and simply pull from the Small Everyday Tarot. We have the World coming out. Push to recognize throughout this day your world is changing, and it all tying into the traveling, to the clarity. They're saying even the strength. All right, being pushed to recognize that your passion is present for your goals, for your dreams, for what you want to work towards, potentially a new project, job, or hobby you began recently, but feeling as if, it's interesting, we have the two strength cards. There's just a multitude of levels of strength coming into play throughout this day, but this is your split vibe, very strong, bold, and very passionate and confident. Okay, they're making me think of the well-being card in regards to the confidence that you're exuding throughout this day. As you gain clarity, allow for oneself to recognize that what's meant to be is meant to be. Okay, as redundant as that does sound, it's just it's coming through for a reason. As we do now have the Judgment, the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords coming out. And you're being pushed to recognize that your honesty with oneself is paying off. The clarity leading to a level of honesty with oneself as to why something ended, why something wasn't meant to last in the long run. Something that was disappointing or just didn't work out from your recent past or your past in general. Something that was stressful, I feel the need to say. Any levels of stress that you feel are present in your situation throughout this day, or even the previous days, from how much you're working, what you're trying to accomplish, potentially in regards to goals, I need to be honest with oneself as to how that's going to make it feel heavier in the process of trying to manifest. I need to recognize that you need to diminish the stress at this time. Part of why you're getting clarity on the past, right? As well, to remind you that when you stress, it doesn't help, period. To keep things simplistic in one's mind and just do what you got to do. They're saying just simply get it done. With the Knight of Swords, excuse me, it just feels like you could be a little bit stressed about what you want to move after, what you want to accomplish. We did, excuse me, speak upon this a little bit in the daily read for Thursday in regards to being able to manifest what you desire with a minimal amount of stress, if not none, due to just wanting something so badly, okay, and just going after it. I just feel as if you're pushed to recognize that that you're being noticed for a reason, okay? So on a completely different note, your talent's coming into play, all right? Your talent with an online business, a business in general, could be in person, it could be more so to do with a job. You could be working two different career opportunities throughout this day and being noticed on a multitude of levels. I just was shown somebody taking a bow, all right? And with the Lovers card at the bottom of the deck, as well as the Page of Pentacles, I feel as if you're being reminded you're going to love a new investment, a new job. I feel like for some it's pertaining to something you just began within your career and a new financial investment in the future. Okay. You will find that people are, if you just started a job recently, you're going to find that people, potentially more than one, for some just one, are very, very attracted to you and loving your energy. A lot of abundance overflowing throughout this day in regards to a passionate, fresh start. It just feels like you have the future on your mind as you're pushed to clarify in one's mind, to think about from time to time. They're saying a lot throughout the day on your past, okay? A flashback left and right. But I just feel as if, as well, you could be gaining clarity when it comes to an ex, all right? When it comes to why somebody, a specific somebody, a connection isn't proceeding in the way you thought it would, or why you've had certain complications with a specific somebody in the past or currently, okay? I just feel as if this day could feel a little bit all over the place, but it's interesting that I was pushed to put the World card under the Clarity card so promptly, talking about how you're gaining clarity on your world as a whole, okay? Just feeling as if you desire an ending, feeling a bit depleted, and you could be gaining a little bit of clarity through certain methods like tarot readings. It depends on your specific situation as to why you've been feeling so depleted recently. It has more to do, it's not just because you've been working a lot or just because you are putting in a lot of effort towards developing one's world in the right direction, improving your situation. I feel like it has more to do with past wounds, heartbreak that hasn't been healed yet. But again, a reminder that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Just try your best not to expect the worst, okay? You could even find that somebody around you or multiple people, picking up on their energy or just sensing they're expecting the worst, and it's not helping in a lot of ways, all right? It's very interesting that we had the Three of Pentacles and then the Three of Swords under it, right? That I separated it to, I split it to. And it's just this random little pile of this deck that I put over here. Okay, it feels like you're being noticed, right? In a multitude of positive ways. And underneath it all, in the middle of it all, you have those unhealed wounds, that difficult past, the disappointments. Again, being reminded that you're stronger because of it all. But it just feels like there's more to your story than meets the eye. Okay. Did these just come out again? The Lovers, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Oh, maybe those were already out. You're going to find that at times you just can't help but think about a past ending or multiple, and all the meanwhile you're desiring a new ending, right? Manifesting it for oneself in order to replace it with something healthier, much more satisfying and abundant for you, okay? Gain the abundance you need moving forward in order to make that happen for oneself so that you can see other levels of abundance come to be in your situation. But feeling as if you're being reminded to just, like this says, plan, develop, create, make that money if need be in order to just do what's right for you to make your way to a new level of success, fulfillment. And I just feel as if you'll also be pushed to recognize your world is more so in your hands these days in comparison to the past, and will be more moving forward, okay? They're now showing this to me as a kind of crystal ball and being pushed to recognize this is a day of flashbacks, yes, but also somewhat being able to look into a figurative crystal ball and see one's future being illuminated in certain ways, okay? It's a much needed understanding to better one's confidence or to keep that hope alive or bring it back in regards to where you're moving, what lies ahead, just to remind you that you will receive a multitude of wish fulfillments. One in particular that has been on your mind for a while, that you're dedicated to, is what they're saying. To just keep refusing what's not meant for you, or just work towards, again, replacing, improving as your world changes and you gain an immense amount of clarity in regards to how things are meant to change. Also, a reminder will come through in this day in regards to why you're feeling the need to keep things quite secretive in a situation, or in regards to future endeavors. Again, certain emotions taking a highlight for more than one reason. I feel the need to keep pulling. Again, Two of Cups and the Five of Cups, you're going to be pushed to recognize why you and or another individual are feeling quite pessimistic or not expecting the best within that connection, okay? Gaining clarity on that, to say the least. But all the meanwhile, once again, it's a day where you're reminded completion leads to happiness, all the meanwhile, right? And again, your world's changing, so embrace the clarity that you so need in order to move forward in a healthy direction, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing Friday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.